find this place. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. This defense for the Commanders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
Watch the twins. Check 26.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Powell, he's going to loft one deep over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return. And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man, complete. That's and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll drop to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Raiders! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw from outside the pocket, complete out left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And that's going to be caught for touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now Howell. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's a
touchdown. Devontae Adams, 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Carlson on for the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Going up top. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They find some open field here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Check that.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Offense running back out here, and you remember last drive was pretty quick, about 10 seconds, Charles. One play, very long pass play that ended in the end zone.
And you know every offensive unit, when that happens, they want to come running back out and recreate it. We know the chances of that are slim because now the defense is on high alert. But at the same time, that confidence should carry over into the start of their next drive.
On 1st down, Howell. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's got some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back.
Now a handoff up the middle. Crawford. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Crawford. And the Commanders are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Robinson again, and I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Brian Robinson Jr. with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Garibay on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Commanders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Powell throwing the out route and complete. That's Crawford. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert flat. Alert flat. 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 Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Powell, he'll look to throw it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tressway on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw again. Looking deep for Adams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. 1 second, all that remains. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Robinson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, it's Crawford, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now throwing on 1st down here. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Crawford. And some room to work. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 22. 36 yards on the play.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Crawford. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr. with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback.
Well, after that pickup of a 1st down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 22-yard scamper. And the Raiders are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackled on the play by Tariq Castro-Fields. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 103 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Quick hitter here, it's complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown Raiders. A great play there. 62 yards. And the Raiders use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Howell. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Howell to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's Howell with another throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. 4th down, Howell, desperation time. Being chased out left. Howell sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd down throw for Howell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Raiders are going to take over.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on force, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touch down.